Good afternoon, everyone. Yesterday, we have discussed about the introduction to biology. And today, as I have told you yesterday, today we are going to discuss about the cell. And here, cell, and before going to cell, yesterday I have made a small mistake. What is that means? Here, Azadirachta indica is the biological nomenclature or biological name of neem plant. Yesterday I told you mango plant. It's a very small mistake. And Azadirachta indica is the scientific name or biological name of neem plant, not mango plant. Here, today we are going to discuss about cell. Now, what is cell? Here, the definition of cell. Let us see the definition of cell. What is the definition of cell means here? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Functional unit of life. Here, once again, today we are going to discuss, or we are discussing about cell. Why we are discussing about cell means, in biology means the study of living organisms or study of life. The living organisms made up of different kinds of cells. Yesterday I told you, or in last class I told you, different kinds of organisms are made up of cells only. Means here. And so today we will discuss about the cells or cell. What is the definition of cell means? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Means for each and every organism is the basic unit, or cell is the fundamental unit of life. You can also say what is the cell means. In simple language, it is the fundamental unit. It is the fundamental unit. Fundamental unit of life. Cell is the fundamental unit of life. Here comes the definition. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Now, what is life? We are discussing about living organisms or biology. Biology is nothing but living organisms or study of life. Here, what is life? Let's see the definition of life. Life is defined as a set of anabolic and catabolic reactions. Set of anabolic and catabolic reactions. That is called life. Means a set of anabolic and catabolic reactions called life. Then, what are these anabolic and catabolic reactions? Means anabolic and catabolic reactions are the metabolic reactions that occur in each and every living organism. Here, anabolic and catabolic reactions are the metabolic reactions which occurs in each and every living organism. So occurs in each and every living organism. And let us see what is the meaning of this anabolic reaction. Here, anabolic reaction means constructive reactions. Anabolic reactions means constructive. Anabolic reactions means constructive reactions. What are constructive means? What is the meaning of constructive reactions? Means a simpler substances and together make a complex substance. Means smaller substances accumulate in one place and to form a complex substance. That means the formation of a complex substance from smaller substances, that is called as anabolic reaction. Means smaller simple substances accumulate and form a complex substance, and that is called anabolic reactions, or simply we can say anabolism. And next, what are these catabolic reactions, or what is catabolism? Here, catabolic reactions are catabolic reactions. Catabolic reactions means these are destructive reactions. Catabolic reactions, destructive reactions. Anabolic reactions, constructive reactions, means smaller substances together to form a complex substance. Small substances to form a bigger substance, and that kind of reactions which occur in our body, and those reactions are called as anabolic reactions. And anabolic reactions nothing but constructive reactions. And next, coming on to the catabolic reactions. And what are these catabolic reactions? Means these are destructive reactions. These are destructive reactions. Destructive reactions means, for example, a complex substance is there and that is broken into smaller pieces, or that is broken into simpler substances, that is called as a catabolic reaction. Destruction means destroying a complex substance. Anabolic reactions, construction means constructing a complex substance from simpler substances. Small simpler substance construct to form a bigger substance, and that is called anabolic reaction. And in catabolic reactions, destruction of complex substance into simpler substance. Destruction of complex substance into simpler substance, that is called as catabolic reaction. Means these two kinds of reactions occur in our body. Means anabolic reactions plus catabolic reactions, and both of these reactions is nothing but metabolism in our body. That is called metabolic reactions, or metabolism. That is called metabolism. What is metabolism? Means anabolic and catabolic reactions together called metabolism. And here, this metabolism occurs in each and every living organism. And if a living organism shows metabolism, means anabolic reaction and catabolic reaction, and that living or that organism is called living organism. Or here, life is defined as a set of anabolic and catabolic reactions. Here, anabolic means constructive reactions, catabolic means destructive reactions. Anabolic and catabolic reactions together called metabolic reactions, or metabolism. Means each and every living organism show metabolism. Each and every living organism shows metabolism. Hence, if the organism shows metabolism, and that organism is called living organism. Okay, here definition of cell. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. And life, what is the definition of life? Life is defined as a set of anabolic and catabolic reactions. And anabolic reaction means constructive reactions. Catabolic reaction means destructive reactions. Anabolic reactions plus catabolic reactions, both together called as metabolism or metabolic reactions. Now, let us see briefly about the cell. Let us see briefly about cell. And there are two kinds of cells. We observe there are two kinds of cells. And what are those two kinds of cells? Basically, two kinds of cells are there. What are those two kinds of cells? Number one, prokaryotic cell. Number one, prokaryotic cell. Number one, prokaryotic cell. And number two, eukaryotic cell. Number two, eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell. two types of cells basically, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Now let us see what is this prokaryotic cell and what is this eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell means the cell is a basic structural and functional unit of life, and over here that cell is of two kinds. And what are the basic types of cells? Means prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. And let's see what are these prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cell means the prokaryotic cell is the primitive type of cells. It is the primitive type of cell. Primitive type of cell. It is primitive type of cell, and this eukaryotic cell is present in advanced organism, not primitive. It is present in advanced organisms or higher organisms. Means it is advanced type of cells. These are advanced type of cells. Here, prokaryotic cell, primitive type of cell. Eukaryotic cell, it is advanced type of cell, or it is present in higher organisms or advanced organisms. And here, prokaryotic organism. The prokaryotic organism lack nucleus. It lacks nucleus. It lacks nucleus. It lacks nucleus means nucleus is absent. It lacks nucleus means nucleus is absent in a prokaryotic cell. And here in eukaryotic cell, a membrane bounded nucleus is present. A membrane bounded or it lacks nucleus or it lacks true nucleus. Let us say it lacks true nucleus. It lacks true nucleus. It lacks true nucleus. And it is here in eukaryotic cell, a membrane bounded nucleus or true nucleus is present. A membrane bounded nucleus or true nucleus is present. And coming on to the third point of this prokaryotic cell, and here membrane bounded cell organelles are absent, or cell membrane is absent. Cell membrane is absent. Cell membrane absent, and here membrane bounded cell organelles are present, or cell membrane is present. Cell membrane is present. Cell membrane is present. And next one, for example, these prokaryotic cells are present in bacteria. Example, bacteria and blue-green algae So the prokaryotic cells are present. You can observe prokaryotic cells in bacteria, blue-green algae, etc. And eukaryotic organisms, there you can see eukaryotic organisms means all the living organisms. Example, plants and animals. All plants and animals. All plants and animals consisting of eukaryotic cell, and the lower organisms include bacteria and blue-green algae or cladophora, and that kind of organisms consisting of prokaryotic cell, and eukaryotic cells are present in all higher animals called plants and animals. Here there are basically two types of cells: prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. And prokaryotic cell is a primitive type of cell, and eukaryotic cell Eukaryotic cell is a advanced type of cells present in higher animals or advanced organisms, and this prokaryotic cell there is a absence of nucleus or true nucleus, absence of true nucleus in prokaryotic cell, and membrane bounded nucleus is present in the eukaryotic cell. And here cell membrane is absent in prokaryotic cell, and cell membrane is present in the eukaryotic cell. Absent in prokaryotic cell, present in eukaryotic cell. For example, bacteria, blue-green algae, present or consisting of these prokaryotic cells, and plants and all other animals, all plants and animals consisting of these eukaryotic cell. Now, let us see the important features of the cell. What are the important features of the cell? Means what are the important features? Means what are the important substances which are present in the cell? Up to here clear? Prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. And here features of the cell. Here first feature, important feature are protoplasm present in the cell. Protoplasm. Protoplasm, it is a component of cell, or is a liquid substance in which protoplasm is the liquid substance. It is the liquid substance of the cell. Liquid substance of the cell in which nucleus, in which cytoplasm, nucleus, and cell wall or cell membrane are present. Cell wall or cell membrane are present. Cell wall or cell membrane. Means here, for example, let us take a rough diagram of cell. Let us take a rough diagram of cell. In the cell, protoplasm is a liquid substance. Protoplasm is a liquid substance. This liquid substance includes, or in this liquid substance, cytoplasm is present inside the protoplasm. Nucleus is also present inside the protoplasm, and cell wall is present inside the protoplasm. The cell wall is also present inside the protoplasm. Means the overall liquid content of the cell, the total whatever the liquid which is present in the cell, whatever the liquid which is present in the cell, that is called as protoplasm. In that protoplasm only all the cellular organelles are present, including cytoplasm and the nucleus, and also cell membrane or cell wall. Here, cell membrane is present in the animals, and cell wall is present in plants. Here, cell wall which is present in plants, absent in animals. Cell membrane Cell membrane is present in animals. Okay, here cell wall is present in plants, and in animals the cell wall is absent in animals. In animals, cell wall is absent. In animals, what is present? Yes, cell membrane is present in animals, and in plants, cell wall is present. Along with the cell wall, cell membrane or plasma membrane is present. Cell membrane, you can say it as a cell membrane or a plasma membrane. You can say it as a plasma membrane is present in animals, but not absent in plants. In plants, cell wall and plasma membrane both are present in plants. In animals, cell wall is absent and only plasma membrane or cell membrane is present in the animals. Now, let's see cellular organelles. Let's see about the cellular organelles, or what are the organelles present in the cell. What are the different substances or different organelles present in the cell. Next one, different organelles present in the cell are called cellular organelles or cell organelles. What they mean? So cell organelles. Cell organelles. The various different kinds of substances or different kinds of structures or different kinds of structures present in a cell are called as cell organelles. Are called cell organelles. Cell organelles. Here, what are the cell organelles means? So, different kinds are the various different kinds of structures present in a cell are called as cell organelles. And what are those different kinds of structures? What are those different kinds of structures or substances which are present in the cell? Here, most probably, the cell is having a liquid content that is called protoplasm. The cell is having a liquid content that is called protoplasm. In that protoplasm, cytoplasm is there. In that cytoplasm, different kinds of cellular organelles are present, or different variety of structures are present, and those are called as cellular organelles. And let us see some important cellular organelles. Number one, nucleus. Nucleus is the master organelle, or it is also called as a cell brain. It is the master organelle. Nucleus is the master organelle. It is also called as cell brain. It is also called as cell brain. Why it is called a cell brain, or why it is called a master cell organelle or master organelle? Because which controls the activity of cell, or which regulate the activities of cell, or cellular activities are controlled, or cellular activities are regulated by this nucleus. So it regulates or it controls cellular activities. It controls cellular activities, hence it is called as master cell organelle, or it is also called cell brain. Why? Because it controls cellular activities. And next cellular organelle, let us see. Mitochondria. Let us see. Mitochondria. Mitochondria is a power, mitochondria, it is a plural form of mitochondrion. Mitochondria, it is plural, but singular means mitochondrion. Mitochondrion is singular, mitochondria is the plural form. Here, mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. Powerhouses of the cell. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of the cell. Why it is called powerhouses of the cell? Means it is concerned with the generation of a energy molecule. It is concerned with generation of energy molecule called ATP. Means here first one nucleus and second one mitochondria, and mitochondria is a plural form, and mitochondria are called powerhouses of the cell, and it is concerned with the generation of energy molecule. Mitochondria generates a energy molecule. What is that energy molecule? That is ATP. What is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate is the full form of ATP. ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. and next one more cellular organelle. Let us see. Golgi apparatus. Third one, Golgi apparatus. This is a trophic director. Why it is called trophic director? Means it allows. It is a trophic director. Golgi apparatus, another name. Trophic director. Why this Golgi apparatus is called a trophic director? Means it allows proteins from endoplasmic reticulum. Here means endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi apparatus is called trophic director. Why it is called trophic director? Means it allows proteins from endoplasmic reticulum, and also it provides proteins to the cell, and hence it is called as a trophic director. And next cellular organelle. Endoplasmic reticulum. And this endoplasmic reticulum, in this endoplasmic reticulum, processing of proteins occurs. Processing of proteins occurs. Processing of proteins occurs means giving a particular shape or giving a particular structures to the proteins occurs inside the endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, and endoplasmic reticulum, shortly called as ER. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum are there: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Two types of endoplasmic reticulum are there: and smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. The next one, Golgi apparatus, trophic director, and it allows proteins from endoplasmic reticulum. And here, endoplasmic reticulum. Two types of endoplasmic reticulum are there: smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. And this, what is the function that is done by this endoplasmic reticulum? Is processing of proteins or making or giving some shape or shaping shape to the proteins. And next, chloroplast. Next cellular organelle, chloroplast. Next cellular organelle, chloroplast. Chloroplast. Chloroplast is the chloroplast is the kitchen of plant cell. It is the kitchen of plant cell. Kitchen of plant cell. It is concerned with photosynthesis. It is concerned with photosynthesis. It is concerned with photosynthesis. And next organisms, lysosomes. Here, lysosomes, these are the suicidal bags of the animal cells. Which removes the unwanted substances. Means it removes suicidal bags of animal cells. It removes lysosomes. Lysosomes removes unwanted substances. Lysosomes removes unwanted substances. Lysosomes removes unwanted substance. And the last one, ribosomes. And these are protein factories. These are protein factories. Ribosomes are protein factories. Means in these ribosomes, synthesis of proteins occurs. Proteins occurs in these ribosomes. Here, the important cellular organelles are nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, and next chloroplast, lysosomes, and ribosomes. These are the different kinds of cellular organelles which are present in the cell. And this is about cell. This is about the cellular organelles. And tomorrow we will discuss about cell cycle. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.